New frame day. Just received my new frame, a Carbonda CFR 1056. Long story short, 2 years ago I built my first road bike. It was not my first road bike, but it was my first custom built road bike. I wanted a road bike with larger wheels. I started from a set of 23mm wheels, and they were a nightmare with the road we have here. Initially I was inspired by the 3T Strada. It was a narrow bike with larger wheels, and so I ended up with a Dengfu frame, the FM308. I built my bike based on that frame. Everything went smooth, apart unfortunately a new error, and it was my seat post after some days went, because I didn't use the carbon paste, so the seat post slipped inside the frame and it did a little crack under the seat post. I immediately contacted Dengfu. I kindly asked for a replacement on a little discount, and they accepted. So I received my new frame. After some months I decided to use the new frame, so I swapped all the components in the new frame, but I noticed that the new frame was not quite good. I mean, the rear wheel was not straight. I mean, it was not like that, but like that. And unfortunately, that frame was discontinued, and it was the last 56. And I decided to repair the little crack on the first frame and reuse the first one as my main bike. But when I did the build, I noticed that my seat post was cracked. I mean, unfortunately something entered inside between the seat post clamp and the seat post, and it cut a little bit the seat post. It was not a big crack. I didn't think it was a crack, but just a little fissure or something like that. You can fuck with a seat post damage. So I decided to change completely the frame, because I didn't like the new models by Dengfu. I searched a little bit and I end up on the Carbonda website, and I found this new road bike frame with a 32mm wheel clearance, so it's just perfect for me. The most important thing about the new frame is that I wanted a standard size seat post. The reason is really simple. In my opinion, when you buy Chinese, you should not buy something with proprietary design, because take my case as an example. I bought this frame, I really like the frame, but it has this seat post, it was proprietary design. In my case, they discontinued the frame. That means that you have no spare parts in case of damage. With this new frame, I chose a frame with a 27.2 seat post, and it's standard design, standard size. So I crashed my bike, something happened, I have this seat post that you can replace in any local bike shop, internet, and etc. So this is my first advice when you choose a Chinese frame. Or second option, when you buy your frame, you need to buy a lot of spare parts. For example, two seat posts and as I always advise, lot of rear derailleur hangers or other parts like the lot of seat post clamp, etc. So let's do the unboxing. Of course, I have already opened the package because I wanted to check everything before doing this video. The package, the frame, and all the components were really well packed. Lot of stuff, lot of bubble card and etc. No exposed parts, just a little hole in the box. I think someone in the customs opened the box to check what's inside. I received not one, but two seat posts. One with the seat back, one straight. I didn't touch this one, but I don't know why it was inside the package, so should be useful in the future. You never know. The fork, really nice fork, lot of clearance here. Spare parts, we got the two axles, the integrated headset with two, one and a half bearing, with an ACR by FSA kind of spacer, compressor with spacers. Other spacers, seat post clamp, rubber protection, lot of spares. As I already said, it's better to have a lot of spares than nothing. The cable ports, spares, and a lot of seat post clamp spares. You never know. A non-integrated headset to use normal around spacers. Rear derailleur hangers, 3 or 4, yes. Another seat post clamp. And last but not least, the frame itself. I already checked everything and the paint job is really nice. It's a matte black satin finish, so I'm just waiting some parts to start the build, like the Token Ninja bottom bracket. Guys, I think it's all for this video. In the next one we will start the building process, so see you in the next video.